As long as you don't make anything, you don't have to know. You can keep the fantasy alive, and there's nothing wrong with having fantasies about your life. It's fun. It's nice to imagine some future version of yourself who's figured it all out. The problem is when the imagined version becomes so much easier to live with than the real version that you stopped giving the real version a chance. Because the imaginary filmmaker never makes a bad movie, and the imaginary writer never writes a boring chapter. The imaginary version of you is basically undefeated, but when you're not doing anything, at some point I think it's worth trading a little bit of the perfect imaginary potential for something real. Even if it's worse, especially if it's worse, because you can work with something real. You can't work with potential. You can't edit a song you haven't recorded. You can't improve a painting you haven't painted. You can't rewrite a story that only exists in your head. You need the ugly version. You need the awkward version. You need the version where you look at it afterwards and think, okay, I have some work to do. That's actually a pretty good place to be, because now you're in the game.